what makes a place a landmark. It can be the important events that occurred there, or the famous people who met there. Or the location could be where our country began. Hi, I'm Evan Rhodes. Today I'm going to tell you about Independence Hall in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. It can be said that Independence Hall is the most important landmark in the United States. Why is it the most important landmark? Because Independence Hall is where the most important event took place, the birth of our nation and the creation of the rights that we have today. The building looks like a large church made of red brick. When it was completed in 1753, Independence Hall was the most impressive sight in the land. The Liberty Bell hung on the side of its tower high above the street so that everyone could hear when it rang. This was long before internet or even television, so when the bell rang, people came running to hear the latest news. The most important event at Independence Hall was the signing of the Declaration of Independence. At the time, the United States did not exist. We had 13 colonies. We were ruled by King George of England, and he was not treating us fairly. The rights that we have today were not recognized at the time. The colonies had to pay high taxes on almost everything, even tea and stamps, and they did not have basic freedoms of speech or assembly. They did not even have the right to govern their own country. The king even sent soldiers to make sure the colonies stayed in order. In the summer of 1776, after many attempts to make peace with the king, the colonists had finally had enough. Delegates were sent to Independence Hall, and they decided to declare independence from England and to become a free and independent nation. These were brave men because England was the most powerful nation in the world, and this decision meant war. All was debated and voted at Independence Hall. The result was the Declaration of Independence, which was written by Thomas Jefferson and signed by all the delegates at Independence Hall on July 4th, 1776. The delegates that signed the document became known as our Founding Fathers. After the Declaration of Independence was signed, a loud ringing of the Liberty Bell signaled something very, very important had happened. Everyone rushed to Independence Hall to hear the Declaration of Independence read aloud. Picture a scene as people like you and me listen to this revolutionary document. Not only did the Declaration of Independence declare our nation's freedom from England, which would result in a long and bloody war, but it provided basic rights that were unheard of at the time. The Declaration of Independence says that all men and women are created equal. That God has given each person the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and government should protect these rights. This was the first time in the history of the world that a nation was built on these principles. After years of war with England and great sacrifice by many Americans, we won our freedom as a nation. It all began at Independence Hall. It has been many years since the day the Declaration of Independence was first read at Independence Hall. But the rights and freedoms established in this document have made the United States a nation that values freedom and is liberty, and is a shining example for the rest of the world. There is so much more to learn about Independence Hall. For example, did you know that the Constitution was signed there, and Betsy Ross designed the American flag there? And there's so much more. I hope you will have a chance to visit soon.